In education, inclusion is based on the philosophy that schools should, without question, provide for all the needs of children in their communities, whatever their level of ability, ethnicity, or economic background, whether it be higher or lower economic status. Within this digital story, it addresses these issues within the classroom and also addresses social class and the ideas about social capital, cultural capital, and habitus. This research draws upon Bourdieu's theory of capital to explain social class differences and the differential outcomes from schooling. Before we get into business, let's define what social class is. Students are born into a certain level of social class and they have no choice whether they are from a lower or higher socioeconomic class, as this is created by chance. This will impact students' academic achievement in the classroom, whether it puts them at advantage or disadvantage, depending on their social class. These differences between parents can hypothetically lead to the difference in the quality of education experienced by the children. This will be shaped by an individual's social capital, cultural capital, and habitus. Social capital is the individual's network and place within society that allows the individual to access resources that are needed to be successful. Coleman 1998 affirms that cultural capital is defined by the knowledge that the student encompasses about the central culture and how they can utilize this cultural knowledge to be successful within school. According to Bourdieu 1979, habitus can be defined as values, behaviors, expectations, and experiences of a student, which is acquired through family, school, friends, and their place within society. Habitus is a distinct factor that can have an effect on collecting both social and cultural capital. Now let's look at two different students, Kate and Kim, and see how these relate to social class and social inclusion within the classroom. Kate is from the North Shore of Narrabeen and is from a well-educated and high socio-economic status. She attends a private school and has tutoring twice a week to maintain good grades. She is involved in extracurricular activities such as violin, horse riding, and ballet. She has aspirations to follow in her father's footsteps to become a neurosurgeon. In contrast, Kim lives in a large housing commission area in the outer western suburbs of Mount Druitt. She is from a parent-couple family who are part owners in a family restaurant. Both parents work long hours and speak little English. They believe working in the restaurant is a good job and education is weakly valued. Kim wants to do well at school and also wants to become a neurosurgeon but is getting bad grades and cannot get support and help she needs. She tries hard as she has an understanding that school is important. There are two main differences in habitus. Kate's habitus is that she goes to a private school, she has a higher socioeconomic status, more access to resources, and strong relationships with parents and teachers. This demonstrates that Kate is from a higher social class and she has more social and cultural capital than Kim. A very different habitus to Kate's habitus. She is from a low socioeconomic status, limited access to educational resource, and English is a second language. This demonstrates that Kim is from a working class status and has less social and cultural capital than Kate. So why is it that both students have the same opportunities to attend school, but there are different outcomes for them both? This study of both Kate and Kim demonstrate how society and school play very active roles in maintaining and reproducing inequalities. This reproduction theory suggests why some groups of students do better at school than others. Although both students had the opportunities to attend school, Kate's habitus and social capital gave her more opportunities to utilize resources, and Kim's limited social capital and habitus excluded her from achieving what she needed for success. Educational differentiation of students, high achievers or failures merges with social status and school relations. In the middle-class family of Kate, her parents raised her from activity to activity. In her family, economic resources for food, transportation, shelter and clothes were in ample supply. In Kim's working class and poor family, money matters were frequently discussed and children were made aware of the economic strain. By changing teachers' thinking about differential outcomes from schooling, it will require that they don't think any less of student experiences, families or culture of young people who tend not to do well at school. It will challenge teachers to consider how the practices of schooling produces inequalities and how these inequalities might make a difference for students. To develop inclusive practices in education, teachers must be aware of social capital, cultural capital, and habitus, and formulate a way to provide students with the same opportunities in the classroom despite their social class. These theories provide teachers with ways of understanding and responding to challenges that students face every day. How teachers respond will influence students' lives and give chances to young people in powerful ways.